Good morning. Sorry I missed last week, but our 15-year-old Shorky died last Wednesday, and so I was not doing well, and it was a hard week. So today we're doing something very simple. We're doing pen and pencil bookmarks. A lot of people don't like to do zippers. I made all my clothes when I was young, so I did a lot of zippers in my day. So, this, you can put little notepads in it, you could put pencils in it, you can do a lot of things, and I use the fold-over elastic, and because of Toby Joe, he was a boy, but I wanted some dog fabric, so I found this poodle. I know it's really frilly, but it's cute. So I found this poodle, and it's cute. I think it's really cute. So, Lindsay put what you're going to need. So, I used, if you wanted it thicker, you could use Decobond or whatever you wanted. I just used some Shape Flex. So, everything is there. So, you're going to need 2 5 by 8 3/4 for the outer. Then 1 10 of the same color, 5 by 10 1/4, contrast color, 1 5 by 12 3/4, and then the Shape Flex you need 2 4 1/4 by 8, 1 4 1/4 by 12, 1 4 1/4 by 9 1/2, and then 1 8 3/4 fold over elastic or elastic, whatever your heart desires. So what you do is you put your Shape Flex or whatever you are using for your interfacing on it and just iron it on the pieces that you are specific to it, and you can tell. Okay, and you put it on the contrast piece and the other little piece. So the one that's 5 by 10 1/4, you fold it in half and you have the interfacing on it. And then I'm just going to do a 1/4 inch from the top, and I'm going to use a 3 1/2 inch stitch on it. Stitch length. Like when I'm reading, I like to highlight things, or like if you're reading the Bible, I like to highlight things, you know. And for some odd reason, that little piece of paper always gets lost. I'm changing stitch length to 2.5. I'm using a 90 needle because it's going to get pretty thick. Then on top of the 5 by 8 3/4, iron it again, it keeps coming undone. I did this quickly this morning. Which is the bigger piece. Okay, I gotta make sure it's going the right way. Then I'm going to take a ruler and I'm going to do 2 1/2. Oh, wrong way here, Janet. I'm going to sew a line down so you can put different pencils. Did that even show?
How do you like your mini iron?
I really like the mini iron, actually. It's not bad at all. Probably of all the irons I've had, I like it for the lightness because I've always had shoulder issues. My favorite irons are the old ones, but for some odd reason, they make all my lights go out. I don't know why. I have to move my breakers. I don't know what it's weird. But my favorite ones are the old ones I get from like the 50s. And for some odd reason, they make all my to go turn on my breakers every time I use them. I don't know if they pull differently. I don't know. At first they didn't, but lately it's been really weird, so I don't use them. And mine automatically does a back stitch at the top, so I'm fine. But for lightness, I like something that's light because I've always had shoulder issues. And I did get, they burned on my spine, my stuff on Wednesday last week, and I'm so excited. The pain is 80% gone. So if you're ever thinking about doing it, just do it. Then I'm taking the 5 by 10 1/4, and I'm going to sew all the way around here so it's on. Probably 1/8 of an inch all the way around. But it feels so good not to have that shoulder pain all the time. I forgot to turn off my phone. Sorry, girls. For some odd reason, every time I don't turn off my phone, somebody calls. This is so simple. You could just, if you want to do it as a quick gift, it's like amazing. Your grandkids, you could make it fun. You could make it for friends that like to read. You could make the elastic bigger. Put it in a book, a quilting book. It's just cool. I like nice book things. I've always really liked to read. Then you take your elastic, and I use the fold over because it's shiny, pretty things. So you fold it in half and find the center. Lindsay got her hair dyed yesterday, so she was all excited. Saturday, my grandson went to prom, so Lindsay did a huge party. And this Saturday, my granddaughter graduates from college. It's been a busy week. And then Conrad's birthday is the 15th. Harley Fern's birthday, one of my dogs, is the 18th, and my grandson's birthday is the 18th. For some odd reason, I always have dogs and kids have the same birthday. I always have. It's pretty cool, actually. It's always been that way. And I'm just going to sew this on. And then sew this on. Hey, what are we giving away today, Linz? Pattern. So all you have to do is, if you win, send your email address to quickpoints@gmail.com, and she will send you the pattern. Okay, make sure this is going the right way. Then, because I never forget, I always forget, I should say, to leave an opening if I don't mark it, because I just sew, and I don't remember. Oh, guys, I have problems. Then you just sew a 1/4 inch all the way around. corners off. Then you put right sides out. And I take this little thingy in the corners, make sure it looks good. And this is just simple. You could make a ton of these. What a cute gift. And then I'm going to iron. Yeah, this iron isn't bad. It's got a, if you're going to use steam, the reservoir of it is really small. So you got to fill it up a lot. If you're going to use it for steam iron, yeah, it's not so hotty. But I like it. I've tried so many irons in my life that it's like crazy. Because I'm always looking like for the perfect iron. And needless to say, I don't think there is any. Probably my favorite iron, but you wouldn't use it for quilting, is when we lived on the farm and I had it when I used to do Brian's lab coats. My mom called it a mango, and it's like a steam press that you just... And Lindsay got so used to it, that's what she uses. And one time when I was on a road trip, I had 2 of them. And Brian took it to DI. I was so mad at him.
I actually don't like the one with the steam. I like your one without.
You like the one without? Mine didn't have steam because mine was so old. You know?
And they're larger.
Yeah, mine was like yay big. It was pretty heavy. But I loved it. And it was amazing. My changes stitch length on this. And that thing, I could do 5 lab coats. Because lab coats are big. In like an hour and a half. Otherwise, it would take you forever. And I just liked it to look nice and neat. But, I mean, I've ironed so much in my life. That was my punishment when I got in trouble. On the farm. And I kind of was a ADHD child. So I was kind of naughty, actually. I couldn't sit still for nothing. Took me years to be able to watch a movie, actually. As long as I'm doing something with my hands, I'm okay. And amongst all this stuff, our toilet in the basement overflowed, so we had to have a Roto-Rooter person come out. It was like, oh my gosh, what a week from heck, you know? Thank goodness for walking foots, girls. Walking feet are like amazing. We would be in deep dog doo if we didn't have them. That's all I can say. Actually, I think in the old days, old sewing machines had a lot more oomph to them, though. I really do. So, here we are. A bookmark. And it is Darling. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. And what a cute gift. Mother's Day is coming. And what a cute gift for a girlfriend. Thank you for watching. God bless. And we will see you next week. And the winner today is Betty Fullerton. Just text or email, go on Quick Points at Gmail and give Lindsay your email address. Sorry, I had a faux pas there. And she will send you a pattern. God bless all of you, and we'll see you next week.